It's Margarita, and I am here with a special delivery. Why? Because I don't think I've ever done a video like this before, and it is on fragrance layering featuring Sphinx fragrances. Now, I am very new to the house of Sphinx. In fact, I found out about them through a couple of my Facebook groups that I'm a member of for fragrance lovers and buy, sell, trade and things like that. And I am so grateful to the groups for exposing me to so many things I would not have otherwise known about. That said, I am starting to play around with layering fragrances. Now, I am a firm believer that a fragrance should be standalone, especially if it's kind of costly. If a fragrance costs more than $100, you should not have to layer it to make it wearable, to make it stand out, to make it project, to make it smell good or anything. However, there have been some beautiful concoctions that have been created out of mixing and matching various fragrances. So, for layering, there is a trifecta that I recommend. It starts with your body wash, so it starts in the shower. We should all know that showering or bathing, some type of water soap combination hitting your body before we put anything else on. Hate to put it out there, but yes, some people don't believe in the step one, which is the most important step. Yes, wash ourselves. So our shower gel or our soap, it could be scented, and that will help lock in the first layer of fragrance. I personally like House of Siage's Benevolence Shower Gel. I really like them. I do not personally care for bar soap, but I love shower gels. I love scrubs. I like foams and things like that. Basically a liquid or a scoopable form. I don't quite care for bars. I just think it's more sanitary to have something that you can get out as needed versus something that's always exposed and high touch. But that's just me. So I like to start with that as the foundation. Number two, and this is where people get it wrong. You don't put your moisturizer on first. That's a big no-no. It's no bueno. If you really want to lock in your scent and really get the most projection from it, you put your fragrance on first. Well, second. First is the soap and second is the fragrance. So for this, I have two from Sphinx. The first one is Strawberry Sugar High. Can we talk about this bottle? And just so you know, this is the fragrance combo that I wore today before I worked out, because that is the true testament of if a fragrance is great. If you can work out through it and not smell terrible after your workout, then that's a winning combination for me. So this Strawberry Sugar High, these bottles from Sphinx, oh my goodness. These just look so great on a display, if nothing else. So this is number one. And the notes in this one are honeysuckle, jasmine, rose, musk, sugar, strawberry, milk, citruses, vanilla, marshmallow, and caramel. Now, there's a lot of notes that actually seem like they wouldn't work well together. And I am happy to report that this fragrance, even though it has a milk note, is not lactonic. And that is wonderful for me because lactonic fragrances do not like my body chemistry. They smell like baby formula. Let me know in the comments if lactonic fragrances don't work for you either. There's so many wonderful fragrances that I really wanted to like that I just couldn't wear. One of them was Bianco Latte, which is all the rave right now, and I got that and decluttered it the day I received it. I could not wait to get rid of it because it smelled so bad on me. It smells like baby formula. Another one I didn't quite care for, Crybaby. Zoologist Cow. A few other ones. I can't think of them all, but usually anything with a strong milk note, I can't wear it. It just emanates all the sourness of the milk. Ugh. I don't even drink milk, by the way. I don't consume dairy products. It's not my thing. So I really don't want to smell like milk. But anywho, I digress. The strawberry, the sugar, and the marshmallow is what steals the show for me in this fragrance, and I absolutely love it. This is a beautiful standalone fragrance. I love the pink bottle. I love hot pink. Bright colors really work for me. The elegance. I do have to spray this a bit, but I think it's just me liking to smell my fragrance in an obnoxious way versus a more subtle, subdued way. This fragrance is, I would say, versatile enough to wear anywhere. even versatile enough for a child to wear. So if you are someone who does not like mature scents, Strawberry Sugar High by Sphinx is wonderful. Now, what I layered with this is this one. Creme de Pistache. Yes, let me tell you, pistachio loves me and I love it. Kayali's Yum Pistachio 33 is a wonderful fragrance and I love that one. There's a few other ones that I liked, but this one right here I like even more than the Kayali. And I think it could be the heavier cinnamon note, which oddly, I typically don't like cinnamon as a standalone, but the way that this is blended, oh my goodness. So let me tell you the exact notes in this one. We have pistachio, almond, Madagascar vanilla, ice cream, whipped cream, milk, fruits, Sicilian lemon, cherry, rice, musk, cinnamon, and amber. Y'all, do you hear that concoction of notes? And again, there is a milk note that does not project. It's not prominent, so I don't smell like baby formula. Another interesting note is the rice note. And the rice grounds a lot of that sweetness, gives it a slight earthy dryness, so that way it's not just too wet, for lack of a better word. Oh, it's so good. And what I'm happy to report is that this almond note is not as dominant as it could be. Almond doesn't like me. It smells like plasticky doll heads. Like if you open up a new toy, almond, tonka, and cherry tend to do that on my skin, especially tonka. Oh my God, but tonka and almond, I've had to declutter 99.9% of my fragrances that have those as notes. But again, Sphinx has blended this so well that this is beyond wearable. This is not even a like, this is a love. Now, when I blended these together, the marriage and the magic occurred. Now, typically when I layer fragrances, I like to layer the louder one in the base so that it doesn't overpower the softer one. In this case, the pistachio one, the creme de pistache, is the more dominant, and I think it's due to the cinnamon note. This one is lighter, it's fresher. It's fresher. I was thinking fresh and airy, and I blended the words. It's fresher and more airy than this one. So this I layered on top, so it can kind of lay on top. It's like laying a palette, if you will. This is the foundation and this is the top. And so when it dries down, and also never rub your skin together, just let it do what it does. So I did that and I sprayed it all over. And what I did to lock it in, step number 3, the moisturizer. Now, for those of you all who are not familiar with Beloved's Love, Beauty, and Planet brand, it's a brand that I discovered at Target. They have some delectable scents in their lotions. And what I like about this brand is that they're a natural products brand. Whenever possible, I try to stay as close to nature as I can, because I don't want to put chemicals on my body that can potentially harm me. Your skin is the largest organ of your body. This is the personal trainer in me coming out right now. And anything you put on your skin is inevitably going to go into your body. That is why you do not want to buy low quality products for yourself. You deserve it. You are worth it. I would say invest in the best products that you are able to comfortably afford, or save up for a really good one, because it is definitely quality over quantity. I would rather have 2 or 3 really, really good things in this huge collection of junk, if you will, of things that are not good for me. So that said, I really like this brand. It's a vegan body cream for those of us who prefer not to have animal byproducts in our skincare regimen. This is great for us. I can't completely avoid it. There are some things I'll use that I will deviate from that as a rule, but whenever possible, I prefer vegan products. I prefer handmade. I prefer natural. Now, granted, this is mass produced, but this is pretty good for something that is mass produced. It's 92% naturally derived. And the theme is, it says it's a playful treat for you with love, beauty, and planet. It's got strawberry extract, ethically sourced vanilla, plant-based moisturizers, and it's cruelty-free and no parabens. That's another thing. I love animals. So anything that is cruelty-free is all right with me. And it says invigorate your senses with a moisturizing cream infused with the juicy freshness of sweet strawberries and decadent brown sugar scent for visibly soft, smooth skin. We've started our journey by loading our products with goodness and packing it in recycled jars. Another plus, recycled. Our delicate scents are infused with natural and ethically sourced oils and extracts. And we consider an ingredient naturally derived if it's unchanged from nature or has a natural source that has undergone some processing but keeps more than 50% of its original structure. So most companies don't care where the stuff comes from. So we are using things as close to nature as possible. So I love this. Now that's it. We've already put on our spray. So we lock it in with this. Now the reason we want to put the fragrance on before the moisturizer is because fragrance is typically alcohol based. Alcohol has a drying effect on skin. So if you spray your fragrance on top of your moisturizer, you just dried it back out. So when you spray the fragrance first, you lock it in, the scent and the moisture, with your cream. And I'm not sure if the camera's picking this up, but this spreads very well. I think I might have pulled too much out. It's very emollient. It's very rich. And a little bit goes a long way. I'm just going to rub this in. And you can just smell the strawberry and brown sugar. It smells very, very good, and it's a loud smell. Now, granted, it doesn't project very loud for long, but when you put it on, you definitely know that it's there, and it absorbs into skin very easily. It's not greasy. Also, this was like $10 or something when I bought this. It's very inexpensive, and this is for 10 ounces. So this is a great value for the price. You can see I put quite a dent in this. So anywho, because I chose this scent because it's strawberry and brown sugar, and one of the fragrances is strawberry sugar high. So it's going to complement and blend very well because the notes are basically the same. So now I've got the pistachio and stuff locked in, got the strawberries and cream locked in, and I topped it off with the strawberry and brown sugar. So we've got our layering together. Now what I like to do after this is, yes, I spray again. Why? Because I'm extra like that. And I just love to have an obnoxiously loud fragrance trail that will last and that will emanate onto my clothes, onto my coat throughout the room. Now, when you put your clothing on, oh yeah, you're supposed to be naked first when you put all this stuff, because you just got out the shower, and you put your clothing on, you also want to repeat the layering process on the clothes. If you have clothing that can stain, like something white or certain fabrics that retain oils and stain, maybe spray it on your hand first and then pat your clothing. That way you minimize the risk of staining your clothes. But yes, you want to fragrance and spritz everything that you have on, including your coat, including your scarf, including your hat, your glove. Everything you have should have some type of fragrance to it. You don't want it to just smell like natural use, smell like outside. Those who got Southern grandparents know what smell like outside is. It's just one of those things where you want to have something you want to be intentional and deliberate with your fragrancing. So that said, I have to say that I did this before I worked out earlier today, and the scent stays on clothes. It did not really last too well on my skin, but then again, I always have to preface this by saying fragrances typically do not last on me unless they are heavily oil-based. Alcohol-based fragrances don't like me. I don't know why, but I have to typically overspray and respray. If you have a chemistry that works very well with fragrances staying, I would recommend this significantly. I do about 10 spritzes, yes, 10 of each fragrance before I lock in the moisture, and then I'll do maybe 5 or 6 after I've locked in the moisture. So that's quite a few. We'll say 15 to 20 sprays of fragrance, but well worth it, and that increases the chances of it really staying locked in. But Sphinx, I cannot wait to try more from this house. I am going to be layering some other things and mixing and matching because first of all, I like the bottles. Second of all, I like that they're a nice niche house that's new to me. And the quality is just really good. Presentation is beautiful. I'm a visual person. I'm superficial like that. I love it. And it just smells really good. I am a gourmand queen. Hands down, gourmand is my favorite olfactory family when it comes to fragrance. I want to smell like I can eat whatever it is that I'm wearing. And just let me know if you tried layering anything by Sphinx. If there's any particular Sphinx fragrances you would like me to review. If there's any creams or moisturizers you think would sound good or smell good rather with Sphinx. Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can know the next time we release things. Also, if you would like to try a decant of anything and everything in my collection, as well as get full bottles of anything that I am decluttering, visit my website, whistlenotes.com. And until next time, I am Margarita, and you have an awesome day. Bye.